we had our first eclipse. It was a partial solar eclipse. I'm going to give you some of the technicalities of it just because we're operating on numerous dimensions here. There's some of you that have never had an interest in this. People write me and they're like, I could care less about astrology, but because it's you, I'm coming. And I'm like, we'll talk to those people who don't know anything, but there's also people that do this for a living on here. So we've got a lot of different levels. So I'm just going to try to juggle that. But let me just say that the one that happened on April 30th was at 10 degrees Taurus. I'm going to give you the actual direct number because some of you know your charts and this will be significant. It was at 10 degrees Taurus, 28 minutes. It was a partial solar eclipse. No, it's called a north node solar eclipse. And what that means is it was activating the north node of the moon, which happens to be in Taurus. Now, there's a few things about this. There's north node eclipses and there's south node eclipses. North node eclipses, like we're just experienced, they really do activate your highest destiny. And they can be real course corrections. You know, if you're headed in the direction you need to be going in, and you know this in your heart, there's nothing to fear about eclipses in any direction. Let me just say that first. There's nothing to fear. If you're headed where you need to be headed, this eclipse comes along and lifts you up and says, you go for it, baby. You're headed in the right direction. It's time to take the actions. And it will start to fling open the doors that are needed. This is true of any north node solar eclipse. However, if you've been in denial, if you've been in just burying your head in the sand, I know that I need to go back to school, or I know I need to get out of this certain relationship that's killing me, but I haven't been willing. I've just been going, no, it'll all work out. It's all good. Maybe I need it. But everything inside of yourself is like, what the hell are you doing there? Why are you doing this thing that's killing you? The eclipse, that south north node solar eclipse that we just had on April 30th, will often come and just shake the whole story up. And if we were doing a whole 6-week class in eclipses, probably a zillion of you would be writing in stories of what's happened since then. That was a real wake-up call, because if there's something that needed to be looked at, that eclipse would bring it up. Now, let me just give you timing, which is that if you're looking back on the 30th and you're saying, you know, nothing really happened for me on that day. With eclipses, you always have to go back 30 days at least. So you want to look at the period between March 30th and April 30th. Notice, did you get any wake-up calls?